Welcome back. So now we're actually going into delving a bit more into digital marketing and particularly things that could be applicable to your clinics. So what do you need to know about digital marketing? So things that we're going to cover today, and there are 5 of them, are email marketing, search engine strategy, the social networks, websites, and also content. Why is a website important? So if you have a look at the patient journey and whether this is a potential patient or even an existing patient, they do go through an investigation and also through a discovery process. So first they find out a little bit of information, they dig a bit deeper, they agree to have the procedures done. So you need to retain them, make sure that they are coming back for the adjustments, and then grow them. So turn them into an ambassador so that they are actually referring people back to the clinic. So a website is actually used throughout that whole process. So what is a website? A website, as stated by Wikipedia, is a collection of images, pages, and also content that comes together to give you a representation of what you are trying to put forward. There are 5 things that websites do have in common. First is a clear purpose, so why and what is that website all about? Next one is making sure that the content is the hero. So everything that you push on the website, content, whether it's video, whether it is actually words and pictures, that needs to be the hero. User engagement, so there needs to be some level of user engagement. It needs to be functional but still have a little bit of fun. And then the last one is that it needs to constantly be refreshed. So you can't have a stale website, and I know that there are a few clinics out there who haven't updated their website for a while, so it is a good practice to get into making sure that it is updated. So just going into those in a little bit more detail, looking at a clear purpose. So what is a clear purpose? It is really about defining what the website is about. So why is the website in existence, and what is that clear purpose that needs to happen? If we have a look at the Allergan gastric banding procedure and the lapbandnz.co.nz websites, the core purpose or the reason of being for those is a directory through to the clinics and also an education source for people who are wanting more information around weight loss surgery and also the lap band procedure. If we have a look at the Barker Bariatric Center from the US, the purpose around this is really trying to drive that consultation or getting people to pick up the phone. They've got the forms, they've got the phone number, they've got the email address. Everything on this site is about trying to get that patient to engage with them. Now looking at content, and content is a really important thing on the website because it is more than just the words. And with content, it is the words, so it's whether it's the blogs, the articles, anything that you can actually be typing and continually uploading on your site. It's the pictures. So what are the videos and what are the images that are actually on the site? Are they representative of the audience, and do they actually mean something to them? And then the last thing is the information. So it's the maps, it's the costs, it's the information around getting that potential patient to the clinic. The thing with content is that content and the makeup of content continues to grow. So we've just done a search for obesity surgery options, and you can see that everything here is the content that is being searched or searchable through Google. So videos, images, maps, news, books, blogs, updates, discussions. So even the forums are now being referenced and indexed and shown within the search results. If you have a look at the content on, again, the Barker Bariatric Center, you can see that there is videos of the surgeon, which is a great thing to be doing. There's also video of the success stories. There's TV commercials, so obviously they do a lot more TV over there. They've also got links to all of their social sites as well. So these are examples of their social sites. So this is one of their blogs. This is their Flickr channel, so basically where they do upload all of their photos, whether they are from the surgeons, whether they're before and after, or even some of the imagery that is used. This is their YouTube channel. So even if you go and do a search on YouTube, you can see that there are some people who are documenting their weight loss journey and what happens on a weekly and even some scarily on a daily basis. So go and have a look. There are over, I think there's about 9,000 different people who are documenting their journey online. And it doesn't matter if it's from the US or from the Australian or New Zealand market, everyone is exposed to all of it. There are also a lot of blogs out there, so blogs and people actually writing and documenting their daily journeys and daily discoveries for going through the weight loss journey. If we just go and have a search for images, we've looked for Obesity Surgery Perth just to see what images actually do reference. And as you can see, there are really not that many images here that really do relate to Obesity Surgery Perth. So, it's a good opportunity or a good area that you can be getting into. By just changing it from images to videos, we can see some of the videos that do relate to Obesity Surgery Perth, and there are quite a few within that category. There are 5 key pieces of information that patients are craving and wanting on the site. So about the surgeons, the costs, and cost is a tricky thing because most people don't like talking about the actual dollar figure, but if you show what the cost includes and then encourage them to pick up the phone so that you can talk them through the costs, it's better to have it there and start that conversation rather than not have anything there at all. Testimonials, the support team. So who is actually going to be supporting me after the procedure has been done? So the surgeon will do the procedure, but what happens after that? And then the after patient support network. So making sure that people are actually familiar with that and that they do know where and what and why. Next thing is really looking at user engagement and making sure that they are actually engaged when they do come to your site. So giving them enough tools or enough things on the site that they can actually play around with. So things like the BMI calculators, the inquiry forms, am I a candidate? Are there different things or different buttons or tick boxes that they can tick to make sure that they are actually a candidate or understand if they are a candidate? Do you have any polls, or do you actually have the ability to leave comments on your site too? The last thing about a website is making sure that it is constantly refreshed. So a lot of the clinic sites out there haven't been refreshed for a very long time, so it would be a great thing to update the information sessions, write a new article, write something about the IDF actually, endorsing lap band surgery for diabetes, the FDA reducing the BMI from 35 to 30. Those are the types of things that needs to be constantly refreshed on your website. So, a quick question to you, when was the last time you updated your website? And if it was a while ago, how are you going to update it in the future to make sure that it is relevant and that there is some fresh content on there? The great thing for you is that website updates don't have to be hard. They can be simple things like updating articles, updating sections of the site that haven't been refreshed for a very long time. And one of the most important things is even just showcasing some of the patients or even some of the experience that you do have. This is an example of someone who has actually done that and they've released it out through to the press, making sure that people are coming back through to their site and finding out a little bit more about it too. There are 4 areas that I think you really can focus on. Patient testimonials and experience, content about obesity surgery and the recovery. So, and this is really where, if people are asking you particular things at any stage in the journey, make sure you capture that and make sure that you do actually put that on your website so that it can be your content and can be something that they do come back to make sure that they are doing the right things. FAQs, so in the information sessions, make sure that you capture what the questions are. And if those questions are constantly coming up, put them up on your website. Also ask your patients what types of questions they had that they were too scared to ask, because that's a great thing to be able to do, is show the FAQs from a patient's point of view. And then the last one is the clinic information. When are the education or the information sessions happening? When are some of the open times? Just general clinic information that is constantly updating. So just to recap on the websites and the 5 things that websites do have in common, they have a clear purpose. So what is the purpose of your site and why would people actually want to come to it? The content. Have you got enough content to make sure that it really is the hero? User engagement. Do you have enough things on your site to make sure that the user can actually enter something onto the site? Fun and functionality. So making sure that you do have functional information, but it's presented in a fun way so that users feel like they are getting something out of giving you that content or giving you that information. And then the 5th one, make sure your website is constantly refreshed. There are just so many clinic sites out there that haven't been refreshed for such a long time. They do need to be refreshed quite regularly.